Okay, let's see. What do we got this time?
Steel and Lace.
Steel and Lace from 1990 is listed as a horror sci-fi action film and is directed by Ernest Fabrino, who is best known for doing the opening credits for Terminator and The Abyss. So what does he do for the opening credits of his own movie? That was sped up 4x, but still, it sucks. On to the actual movie, and our opening scene gives us a lot of information.
It's been a year since Galatea Morton, the gifted young pianist, was attacked and brutally raped following her triumphant Los Angeles debut. Her brother, Dr. Albert Morton, has been with her throughout the trial, having resigned from NASA's artificial intelligence program. Accused of the crime stands Danny Emerson, heir to the Emerson real estate companies. Controversy erupted during the trial when Judge Wilma Freeman allowed 4 of Emerson's friends to testify to his whereabouts elsewhere the night of the crime.
We know Danny did it because we see portions of the crime happen while the jury is announcing their verdict.
Your Honor, due to insufficient evidence, we find the defendant, Daniel Emerson, not guilty.
Yes!
Distraught by the verdict and convinced that her brother cannot keep her safe, she decides to end her own life.
There's only one safe place now.
It is now 5 years later, and as a thank you for testifying on his behalf, Danny has invited all of his friends to work not for him, but with him on real estate deals, and we're all gonna be rich. It mostly seems to consist of threatening old people and stealing their land. And the work with them seems to be work for him, and he's a complete dick about it.
Be out of the house in 12 hours or we'll knock it down. With you in it. And my best to your wife. Toby.
Yeah.
What are you, a moron?
What?
Are you somehow retarded? You should never have taken this long. It's an old man in there. Is it too difficult for you to handle?
No, of course not, but...
Don't ever make me leave the office for something like this again.
And this is when the main portion of our movie begins, as Danny's friends all go about their day. A mysterious person comes to each of their lives and reveals themselves as the woman from the beginning. And crazily, the reveal is different every time. So what the hell is going on? Well, it turns out her brother, played by Bruce Davison, who we heard earlier was an artificial intelligence scientist for NASA, has turned her into a cyborg. he really enjoys rewatching the footage of her killing these people. And boy, does she kill the shit out of them. And of course, one of the deaths is death by Snoo Snoo. She is not the main character though, and either is Bruce Davison. It's actually the sketch artist from early in the movie. It's 5 years on, she stopped being a sketch artist after this case and is now releasing a book where she plans on comparing her sketches from old cases to what the people look like now. And she enlists the help of her ex-boyfriend / cop, Clippy.
I'm doing a new book.
What do you want from me?
I need your help in finding the people in the cases.
This department doesn't have the time or the manpower to help you with personal projects. I thought you said you were interested in old cases. This thing happened last night.
Last night is last night. But I know this guy.
How?
It's Craig Semple, one of the defense witnesses at the Danny Emerson trial.
Why don't you try to get involved in something more wholesome? Maybe something on travel. Distant, foreign travel.
No. I want to do this. I want to know the rest of the story. I'm sick of incomplete things. Unfinished episodes.
She also likes to sketch herself sketching while naked, so that's a fun fact.
Nice.
She is completely useless and for some reason thinks that Danny is the one killing all of his friends. Why would that make any sense? Anyways, back to the cyborg. After dispatching the last of Danny's friends, it is time for the big showdown.
You're so much smaller than I thought you'd be.
What?
I thought you'd be terrible, a monster, but you're so small. So weak.
I don't have to take this shit from a ghost.
Okay, let's try that again. Now it's time for the final showdown.
Pretty. Very pretty.
Pretty. Very pretty.
Overall, obviously the strong point of this movie is the special effects, which were done, among others, by Steve Contraro, who we previously saw the work of in Screamers, and Steve Patino, who did the silver ball work in Phantasm 2. They also both worked on Deep Star 6, which was kind of the Abyss ripoff, which the director of this movie did the opening credits for. So everything's connected in Hollywood. As for the performances, Bruce Davison plays the brother, and he is insane in this movie. He just likes to see death. He keeps having his android sister replay the death so he can watch them. He has her kill the sketch artist woman's boss for no reason other than he recognizes the sister now that she's in sister form. Going on that, she reveals herself 3 times, and then the last 2 people that she considers the most, at fault, she doesn't reveal herself magically at all. She just shows up looking like the sister. So I don't know whether they ran out of budget and decided to stop doing that or what. And I don't know why the reveals are always different. That doesn't really make sense either. The sketch artist character is supposed to be our main character, I guess, and she ropes her ex-boyfriend / cop into all of this. She keeps calling him Clippy. His name is Clifford, and he points out multiple times there's no fucking P in his name. What are you doing? She also thinks Danny did it with no reason to believe that, and he obviously isn't the one doing it. So she just goes down this road for no reason. The only other character to note in this is the medical examiner. He is played by Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley and is fucking hilarious.
Well, if he didn't die of shock, loss of blood, and having 80% of his internal organs homogenized, then I think the removal of 7.5 inches of spinal cord probably would have done the trick. You want me to fix it so it looks like he choked on a chicken bone? Telling you, these homicides are downright baroque. I mean, I couldn't have pulled off a murder like this unless I had a crew of 6, a generator truck, and 4x4 cable running up the side of the building. I'm telling you, they're classics. This completely redefines the time-honored art of murder. Have you found any connection between the victims?
We mostly went through the cast, other than the robot is played by Claire Wren, who was on the short-lived TV series Young Riders, and the sketch artist is played by Stacey Hedek, who did a lot of soap operas. She was in 200 episodes of Young and the Restless and spent the last 13 years on Days of Our Lives with over 400 episodes. And the writer on this one is Joseph Doherty, who mostly was a producer, notably on Pretty Little Liars. Thank you for watching. As always, I shall try to do better next time. And here is a bonus clip from the movie.